How's it going? How are you doing?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I got a lot of stuff in my brain right now. It's making me sad.
Yeah, I'm pretty overwhelmed right now.
Scared.
Yeah, all of the emotions. We are recording this the day after Election Day.
Yeah.
And we're still without a clear winner, and there's all kinds of shenanigans going on. And I mean, should we be open and honest about who we voted for?
I mean,
it should be obvious.
It's very obvious. Yeah. And also, like, it's fine if somebody doesn't agree with us and they still listen. That's fine.
Right.
But I don't want somebody who's full of hate listening to us anyways. So if they're going to be full of hate and meanness, then, this isn't your podcast.
So hate for sure, right?
Yeah,
But I'd also go so far as to say anybody who's blindly voting across party lines without looking at what's the reality of the world.
Yeah.
I think that you're also just deciding that because it doesn't affect you, it doesn't matter. And I think that's the wrong approach to it. I don't want to go too much further into it because I'm going to start getting angry.
Right. And we don't want to point fingers. No. We don't want to point blame. I saw this thing that's like the right wing and the left wing is from the same bird. Yeah. So we're all in this together. Yep. We're all Americans, and we have a lot of work to do on both sides, on all sides, on every side.
Right.
We're not perfect. None of us are. And to sit here and to point blame at the other person really isn't going to help us.
Well, I mean,
okay, I get what you're going to say. Yeah. I do. I really do. But at the end of the day, we all have to work together to make this a better place for all of us. All.
We have to work together, but there are a lot of people who are refusing to do that.
Right.
And working together does not mean continuing to employ a leader, I use air quotes, that is destroying the country.
Yeah.
And destroying and dividing the country.
I know. And
if the left and the right are both wings, the current leadership is actively trying to cut both of them off.
I know. And that's the part that I have a hard time, putting somewhere, putting or categorizing, because on one side, I do want to be understanding.
Yeah.
But I don't understand hate, just blind, without any real evidence, without any real cause, blind hate. I just don't understand that, and I never will.
No, it's stupid.
And it should be unlawful to be like that.
I also don't tolerate thoughtful hate either, right? Like there are some people out there who really think that their thought process and their ideology makes sense.
And this is where all of my anxiety goes and comes from. And I've got enough in my brain as it is.
Yeah.
But then on the outside, it's like scary as all hell. And 2020 is like, 2020. It's a cuss word now. Like, it's just terrible.
It's at the point where it's just coming to a head, right?
Yeah.
But I guess what I'm saying, and this is probably going to, lose me relationships or friendships, but fuck it. I've done that before. I'm at the point now where I just can't tolerate ignorance, blissful ignorance, or both sidisms, or support because of one issue that you disagree with, or just, talking points that you heard on the news and then saying, well, the Democrats aren't perfect. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Of course they're not perfect.
Right.
No political party is ever going to be perfect. But right now we're not talking about two imperfect people. We're talking about a guy who's actively trying to burn the fucking place down versus a guy who at least wants to try to uphold what we've kind of built here, right? You got one guy stomping on the flames. He's not perfect. In fact, he's probably just as sucky overall in terms of politicians. Mm-hmm. But then you have another guy who's not a politician, not a Christian. And I don't want to be hyperbolic. I mean, he's not the Antichrist or anything. I don't believe in that shit. But
he's a fear-mongering monster.
He's holding a fucking pack of matches and trying to burn the whole system down.
Yeah.
And he's not helping anyone but himself and his family. And even then, he's like just as easily gonna boot somebody out of his own family, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm starting to get a little heated, so let's change the subject.
Yeah, we have to change the subject. But
I do want to make it clear, though, that you and I are supporters of Black Lives Matter. We're supporters of the LGBTQA. Yes. All of the letters plus. We're supporters of people who are otherwise down, people who are being forgotten. We're anti-kids in cages. We're pro-choice because it's not our job to tell a woman how to treat her body.
Yeah.
And we just really want love to be the course of action that we all come from.
Yeah.
And if you're listening to this, honest to God, and you don't like it, I don't want you here. I don't want you listening to my words because I don't have anything for you. I'm done. I'm done tolerating it. That's basically what I'm saying. And I don't want to hear any more arguments about like, well, fuck you. Just fuck off. I'm done with it. I'm so done with it. Yeah. There's too many things going on in the world for me to spend any more of my energy or time listening to the other side, who's so wrong. And they don't even see it in a lot of cases. And in the cases where they do see it, that's even worse because now they're actively participating. Yeah. Anyways, okay.
I'm sorry for bringing it up. But
I know, this is as heated as I'm going to get about it.
I know. I grew up in this kind of chaos, this kind of feeling of uncertainty and what the hell is happening, and no one's telling me the truth. Yeah. And like active deceit and active like just chaos. I don't want to live that anymore. No. I want to have actual leadership who are looking at a plate just from the evidence on paper alone is scary. And if you can't see that, then that's just crazy. Yeah. It's bananas. There's no reason whatsoever to put a child in like a prison-y type of, just because their parent or whoever was in charge of them wanted a better life.
There's no reason to separate families.
No reason whatsoever. Mm-mm. And I don't care. I don't care what the excuse is at all whatsoever. If we're going to be the land of freedom, then that means for everybody. Yeah. Everyone.
Even if you weren't born here.
Even if you weren't born here. I don't care. You're a human. Yep. Or you're an animal and you deserve respect and you deserve kindness.
Yeah. Xenophobia is just a branch of racism, right? It's just,
I know it's idealistic.
You're not like me and I can't understand you. So it's just easier for me to reject you. That's an antiquated bullshit way of thinking. Stop doing it. If you do that, think about it. Fucking look at yourself and figure your shit out because you're wrong. Yeah. This is really turning into a super political episode.
We'll stop.
Let's talk about something better.
The other thing is unicorns. I want to talk about unicorns. Okay.
That is the most amazing pivot. Let's talk about unicorns. Unicorns are one of my favorite. I guess they're mythological, but there's something somewhere along the line. You know, maybe it was a goat with one horn or something, but something sparked the imagination of someone and created these. This is what I'm going to say about like imagination and magic, and like I might not be able to go and like literally find a unicorn and pet a unicorn, but it's real because we've all made them real. Mm-hmm. Yeah. With our collective imagination, and artists have rendered unicorns. Yeah. I know what a unicorn looks like. Mm-hmm. I know what a unicorn feels. I know that Voldemort wanted some of its blood.
And it's the national animal of Scotland.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. It's a unicorn. So here's the real story of it all. I've loved unicorns since I was a little kid. I've saved every in magazines or books or whatever. I've cut out little pictures and stuck them on my little wall underneath my bunk bed. And I've collected My Little Pony unicorns, and I still have unicorn little ceramic statues and stuff that I've kept since I was a little kid. And now that I have a little girl and she likes unicorns too, and you like unicorns, I thought, okay, so what's the, like you drive through neighborhoods during Christmas time,
Right.
right? And you'll see like these blow up decorations in people's yards. Mm-hmm. I guess like they have like Halloween ones and stuff like that too, but Christmas mostly. So you'll see
I see them for other holidays.
Yeah, you'll see them like you'll see reindeer,
right?
Or you'll see trees, or you'll see like I don't know, Snoopy or Mickey Mouse or something like that.
Now you're starting to get into the Macy's Day Parade.
No, but I'm saying there's one in the neighborhood down there.
A Snoopy?
Yeah,
oh,
I swear
that's
to God.
Cool.
And so I was looking online because I'm like, we have never really done outdoor decorations for Christmas.
Right.
Never ever. I don't know why, but mostly it's because we had apartments probably. But
yeah,
this
you
year,
don't really have a yard with an apartment.
This year we have a larger front yard than we normally have. And I thought, oh, well, we should get something that's kind of blow uppy and all that stuff too, right? Yeah. So on Target.com, I found a unicorn. And it says something about a magical Christmas on it. It's got rainbow hair.
Yeah, and it is amazing.
Yeah,
I love it.
I haven't blown it up yet. I'm planning that today for Freddie because I'm going to try it in the backyard just to see that it works and that it's...
I wonder how big it's actually going to be.
I hope it's enormous.
I hope it's enormous too.
And then on top of that, I'm like, what's another animal you don't see in these blow-up decorations? A raccoon. I wonder if they have a raccoon. They have a full-scale raccoon one with a little Santa hat.
I know. It's incredible as well. I got them both for you. You sent them to me, I think.
I was just going to show you that.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, what are the things that you don't see in Christmas displays? Unicorns and raccoons.
I didn't even say anything to you. I just ordered them.
Oh,
and then
that's
when
true.
they showed up, I was like, hey, look what I got. And you're like, oh, I was just telling you about them.
I know.
I'm like, don't just tell me about stuff. That's cool.
So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about it.
I'm pretty excited about it too. Yeah, I think the thing that I'm most excited about the raccoon is that two things. Mm-hmm. One, when Fred was born, I call her Racket Raccoon all the time.
You call her Rocket?
Yeah, she's my little raccoon, right? But also, when I was a kid, we didn't have a lot of yards, right? So we didn't get a lot of yard decorations for Christmas, but we would go around and look at other people's yard decorations. And that's always been one of my favorite parts about, modern Christmas is looking at other people's decorations and stuff.
Yeah.
And these ones are kind of goofy and we're not going to do much more than that, but it's just kind of a cool, I guess, milestone in our adulthood to have the raccoon and the unicorn.
That. I thought about how like that's such an adult thing to do. Is like I got some yard decorations for Christmas, but I twisted it and I turned it and made it something that's so us.
Yeah, it's more us.
Yeah,
but yeah, that is a very adult thing, right? Like, I don't know. It's weird. Maybe it's kind of a weird thing too.
I don't care. It makes me happy, and that's all.
It made me smile when I saw them, and I was like, "Oh, I can't wait for those to be in our yard."
Yeah, and I can't wait to see your face when they're all like blown up and lit up and stuff.
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome.
She has really good reactions to things.
I said your face.
Oh, my face?
Yeah, your face. But yeah, I want to see Freddie's face too. But,
my face. I'll be like, oh,
because you love it when I start bringing out the Christmas stuff.
I do. I
usually have to go on a covert mission to take down all the Christmas stuff because you're like, oh, you're going to put that away?
Don't put that away. I like it. Yeah.
I'm like, it's February, babe. we gotta put it away sometime.
I'm not even sure where that comes from, but I've always really liked Christmas as a, like Christmas music and Christmas presents, of course, but giving is more like fun for me nowadays. But Christmas decorations and just the whole idea of Christmas, I've always really been drawn to and liked.
Yeah. People are somewhat nicer to each other during the holidays.
It does seem that way, yeah.
I know even my parents were nicer to each other, which is like creepy feeling.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, what's happening?
I mean, I have my share of like weird and bad Christmas memories.
Yeah.
But for the most part, Christmas is like a fun thing to happen. And, I like giving gifts.
Yeah.
Like, I have a really hard time. Like, I have to buy gifts really close to Christmas because I have a hard time holding on to them for you.
Yeah.
I'd rather just as soon as they got here, go, here you go. This is for Christmas, but you get it now.
It's September.
I know that it's May, but hear me out.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like Christmas. I'm really happy about those decorations a lot.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that this weekend, or
I'm gonna do like a.
I think you said today, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna blow them up in the backyard today and see if they work, how they're doing. Like,
did they come with a little thing to help you blow them up?
I don't know.
Or are you gonna be out there with a hand pump?
I have no clue how to do it, but I'm gonna figure it out.
I like it.
Yeah, and then the other thing was birthdays.
The other thing that you want to talk about?
Yeah.
What do you don't like birthdays?
I don't know. I feel weird about it.
I have birth months.
You go, it's my birth month.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on. But in 24 days from today, I will be 42. And
Yeah.
I'm not scared to turn 42.
And in 12 days, Fred will be 5.
Oh, I know.
You guys are born in the same month.
I know, and that's my another thing is that
But you're
I'd
different
rather
signs.
I'd rather spend the time putting together a little birthday celebration for her.
Right.
That is going to be all bunnies this year, by the way.
Oh, I like
It's
bunnies.
going to be amazing.
Bunnies.
I'm gonna
Judy
make her
Hopps.
a bunny cake. Judy Hopps. You have a thing for Judy Hopps.
I do have
think.
a little bit of a crush on Judy Hopps. Yeah, so your birthday,
I know. I just
42. Oh, I think we've talked about this before, but
Yeah.
42 is, that's the year that you start learning some of the secrets of the universe. So that'll be nice for you to have.
I guess, but I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
Are you worried?
It
Are
just
you
seems
not really?
old.
Are
It
you
just,
really?
Just seems old.
It's not. 46. That's when it starts to feel like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little weirded out about it.
I was really worried when I turned 40. Mm-hmm. And you helped me with that. And I wrote about turning 40 a lot that year. Mm-hmm. But 41, 42, 43, 44, all fine. And then 45 was like, oh no, this is halfway from 40 to 50. And now 45 and 46, I'm like, I don't know if this is not going the right way for me. But then then I'll tell myself stuff like, oh, but 50 is the new 30. Stupid yoga affirmations like that,
Yeah.
right? And then I go, oh no, I'm just hitting my prime. I'm just hitting my prime when I hit 50. But I am a little bit worried because 50 is a big deal, right?
Yeah.
That's half a century.
Yeah, I guess that is a big deal.
Yeah, so it feels like it's going to be one that I'm probably going to
I would just
out a
rather
little
I would
bit?
just rather skip it. Go,
skip your birthday.
Yeah, 1, 2, skip a few, 99. Now I'm 42. Who cares? I just want to skip it. I'd rather give her a little party and go, oh, November party. And then all of a sudden it's December.
But
I just want that to be the thing.
But I already got you something.
I know. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird thing.
Well, that's why we decided to start combining your guys' birthday, right? So we could focus
Yeah.
on her, but you still get
I still
a
get
little bit of
cake.
celebration and stuff, right?
Yeah. And it is fun for me to make up a little. I pick a theme and then I make a cake. And
Yeah,
then-
you knock birthdays out of the park. You're like a birthday queen of birthdays, right?
I gave you a Mario or Luigi birthday this year.
Yeah. But you always give great birthdays. One year, you gave me a Last Starfighter birthday.
Yeah.
Which that had to have been very difficult because there's
Totally.
no Last Starfighter stuff you can buy, right? You can't go down to Party City,
Well-
get plates, napkins, and balloons with Last Starfighter on it, right?
No. Okay, so that year, I just went, nah, fuck it. Space,
Right.
spaceships, video games, and I found a printable The Last Starfighter coloring book.
Oh, yeah.
So
I
I
love
printed 4 copies of it. And then that was the only thing that tied the whole theme together was that thing.
Well,
and
no,
then I had the movie on.
that. But you also got
in
me
the
a
background.
telescope that year.
I got you I made it.
You made it all
I made
about
it thematic.
longing to leave.
Yeah.
Which is what that movie's about, right? Is
Basically.
he's stuck in the trailer park. He doesn't want to, I don't want to be part of this life anymore.
Yeah.
And he gets a chance to go have a bigger life, a more epic life, like in the video games he'd been playing.
Yeah.
Turns out he was the wrong guy. The mistakes were made. but he got to go live, right? And so
Yeah.
that's really what you made that birthday about, was a longing for something bigger.
Yeah.
Which is what that movie's about. That's my favorite. That one stands out in my mind because for me, that was the most impressive one, right? A Luigi birthday is awesome too, but you know, we're all Nintendo kids in this house, so Luigi shit is
easy.
all over the place already, right? You're like, oh, I got this Luigi, I got this Luigi. Oh, I got a plant. And then Cameron's like, oh, I can draw all kinds of stuff from Mario. No problem. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Yep.
But Last Starfighter,
Yeah.
that's a tough one, right?
Yeah. That was pretty tough.
Yeah.
Anyways.
The only drawback, though, is that I'm not as good at that, at the birthday theming stuff. So when it is your birthday,
Yeah. It's
you just get like, I'm like, you know, here's a package of towels and a cake I bought you from the Whole Foods.
what flavor cake you want.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
No.
But it's not as
But-
good as you do, right?
Yeah.
Like, because I don't know how to really pull that together the way that you do. That's one of
know.
your talents.
It's not a talent.
It
It's
is a
just I have
talent.
nothing else to do. So I sit there. And I go, oh, what else goes with Bunny?
You're like, it's not a talent so much as it's just unadulterated boredom.
It's anxiety and boredom wrapped up in one. And what can I do right now? You know,
Right.
the
How
best
can I
thing,
move this forward so I can stop worrying about
Yeah,
it?
the best thing for my anxiety is to zoom in. You know,
Are we switching topics
No,
to
no.
anxiety?
But when things feel too much and too heavy and too like big to handle,
Yeah.
I try to zoom in and what can I do right now? I can do the dishes. I can have a clean kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
I can sit in my chair and take 20 minutes under my blanket. I can, you know,
I've got all these huge problems I'm
Yeah.
worried about, but what can I work on right this second
Yeah,
to
and
take
that's-
my mind off of the rest?
and that's the whole list thing that I was telling you before. Like
Yeah.
we all have a huge long to-do list.
That list has helped me a lot.
And then, but what you should do, and what I do, and what I offered for you to do, is just take 3 of those things
Yeah.
and do them that day. If you get them all done, good job. Pick another one.
Yep.
Or if you don't, that's okay.
Yeah.
But
tried.
just focus on 3 things, or just focus on 2 things. Whatever
Yep.
feels less heavy and crazy to carry.
And get
don't
you
know.
out of procrastination town.
So for me, I zoom in.
Yeah.
What can I do right now, today, that will make me feel a little bit more calm?
I like that.
I don't know. It's a thing.
For me, I zoom out and then I think about how the universe is collapsing on top of us and how everything
Yeah.
is a hyperbolic apocalypse.
No, because I can spiral and then I just feel everything.
Yeah.
I'm a huge feeler
You're an empath.
and I don't like it. I don't like, and I see it in Cameron a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We're just big feelers. We just feel everything and anything
Yeah.
if it comes our way, you know?
Yeah. You guys have really empathetic souls and you're constantly taking on burdens.
Everything.
Yeah. From everywhere.
Yeah.
That aren't even like part of your day-to-day life.
Yeah.
They're just things that you're like, that's an injustice.
Yeah.
Nope, that's mine now. You're putting
Yeah.
it on your back, right?
And then I can't help that situation. You know, like you come down and you say, this is happening to this person. I go, oh my gosh, what can we do? Can we do anything for that? Can we help?
Yeah.
Can I help? How am I going to help that? I can't help that. And then later on, I'm still carrying that. I'm still feeling that. And then you go, what's going on? I go, I don't know. I'm wound up now.
I'm wondering. Yeah, see, so I'm like piling stuff on your back inadvertently.
Yeah, but I know that you need to talk about stuff in order to help you.
Yeah, that's how I deal with the
Yeah,
anxiety.
is you talk about it,
Yeah,
but then
talk
I
about it.
can't help but go, oh, well, maybe we could figure out it. Maybe we could do something. Maybe we could figure out something. And
Yeah.
how do I help this single mother who wants to graduate and wants to better her life, but she doesn't have anyone to watch her baby, and it's COVID times, and
Yeah.
you know, it's everything and anything. If I find that there's an animal in need or someone in need, I want to help.
Yeah,
I want to
something you
help.
can
And
do
when I
about it.
can't, I have no clue. I can spiral and freak the hell out, or I can zoom in and go, I know, Christmas decorations. I can find a unicorn blow up Christmas decoration and put it in my yard. And maybe some little girl will walk past or drive past and she will see that magical unicorn in my yard and she'll start dreaming of magic unicorns. And then she'll grow up and then she'll get a magical unicorn for her yard and make her little girl feel good about stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's an idealistic way of thinking, but to me that gives me some sort of little teeny tiny piece that I can hold on to.
Yeah, I don't think it's idealistic. I think what you're doing, what your mind is doing, is taking a complex issue that you're stuck on and simplifying it down to the smallest pieces that you can act on, which is a normal. It's actually a giant sign of intelligence, is that you're like
survival technique though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but it's intelligence in that you're realizing you're starting to get to that point of explosion, and you're like, well, how do I like prevent myself from exploding? I'll just take this little one piece at a time. Whereas I just come out and I'm like, and then this happened, right?
Yeah.
I just explode.
Right.
Instead.
Right. And that's perfectly valid. And you're my partner, so I'm here for however you need.
Right.
But at the same time, you go back upstairs and you go back to work, and then I'm left to like kind of hold all my pieces back.
I'm so sorry about that.
And keep trying to keep, and then on top of that, I probably say it too much, but on top of that, I have four kids that I gotta check in and make sure they're okay and make sure they're doing good. And, Cameron's having a spirally day, or, Fred's not feeling so hot mentally. And, she needs me all the time. She keeps saying, Mommy, I need you. Mommy, I need you. And it's for nothing other than to just sit with her. Yeah. Which is hard for me and my anxiety because I have to be doing something.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Because then that's kind of like ties you down.
Yeah. Because if I sit there and I sit still.
And then you're just dwelling.
Then I'm just thinking about problems, or I go to my phone. Because that I can bring with me.
Scrolling.
And then I'm just scrolling on other people's anxieties.
Yeah.
And other people's fears. And then that doesn't help me either.
Well, I'm sorry. That's not my intention. I
don't want an apology. I'm just sharing so that that other people know that so that other people know that they're not alone. I'm doing that same thing, that we're all just trying to be okay. And that's a hard thing to do.
Yeah. I just find that if I can say it out loud, like it helps. Like I've tried writing it down and it helps a little bit, but it doesn't help as much as just saying it out loud. Maybe I just write it down and then read it out loud, and then that would be enough.
Well, I don't know. Maybe what we should do is that when you kind of are like unburdening your feelings about something, you could just give me a hug, because then maybe that'll make me feel better. And like, you don't have to fix this, but this is what's happening right now or whatever.
Oh, because I come down and because I'm your person and I go blah, 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 XYZ. And you go, let's figure out how to fix it because I don't want you hurting. But then I feel better. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I go back to work.
You go do.
I feel better because I've got it out.
Yeah.
But then now you're burdened with that and you don't realize, I feel better now. You think that I'm still hurting about it and that we need to figure out a way to come back and solve it.
Or something. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's not a very thoughtful or selfless way to deal with my own anxieties.
But like, because I can see it in the kids' faces too. Like when we say something and they go, oh gosh, what's happening? What's going to happen because that's happening?
Right.
It's usually government crap or whatever, because we do talk politics sometimes at the table.
We talk very openly with our kids.
Because I think it's important to be open and honest about every single thing in your life.
What we're fearing, what we're worried about. And, that's not appropriate for like, us, for Freddie. Like, we're not telling a 5-year-old, oh my God, the world is going to shit.
She does hear when we talk about it.
She doesn't, but she's not grasping the nuanced context, right?
Yeah.
The way that the other boys are.
I would rather be so open and honest about stuff and give them a little bit of a scare rather than keep everything from them. And then they grow up thinking, oh my God, I was kept from all of this.
Yeah.
I feel lied to or sheltered or whatever it's called
Right. And then they
away.
don't have the tools to deal with it on their own.
Yeah. And so that's why I always want to leave when we talk about like something like anxieties we're feeling or things we're scared of, or, oh my God, this is happening. I always want to end it with a good, hopeful note or a hopeful thing.
Do you got a hopeful thing today?
I have a hopeful thing right now.
I didn't mean to throw that at you.
I know. You threw something at me.
I didn't even realize I had something in my hand.
Well, it hit me.
It's just a little piece of cardboard. Sorry.
All right. So it's a poem. It's a poem
cool.
by Maggie Smith.
Wait, okay. Is this going to be the end of the episode?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, do you have anything else to talk about?
No, not really.
You kind of asked me to kind of.
Yeah, I really liked talking to you just now. It helped me. I have a lot of anxiety right now because of the election.
Me too.
If the beginning of the episode wasn't an indication.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to just be able to talk about something else, even though we talked a little bit about anxiety.
I just want people to like understand that we're all connected and we all, you don't have to be mushy, love each other, but you have to respect each other. You have to.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to. You have to. And yes, I know that it goes both ways, but this riding around in a caravan, flying flags of something or another and running people off the road and screaming hateful things in people's faces, that shit has to stop.
Right.
Now.
Yeah.
Like right now, you have to stop that shit.
Yeah.
We should not be fearing for our lives over a bumper sticker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's bananas.
It is really crazy.
Quit it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Now I got fired up.
Yeah.
See, what you got me doing now.
All right. Let's do this.
All right.
I want to hear this poem.
This poem is titled Good Bones.
Who's it by?
Maggie Smith.
Oh, you did say that.
I
Sorry.
said that.
Maggie Smith.
Life is short, though I keep this from my children. Life is short, and I've shortened mine in 1,000 delicious, ill-advised ways. 1,000 deliciously ill-advised ways I'll keep from my children. The world is at least 50% terrible, and that's a conservative estimate, though I keep this from my children. For every bird, there is a stone thrown at a bird. For every loved child, a child broken, bagged, sunk in a lake. Life is short, and the world is at least half terrible. And for every kind of stranger, there is one who would break you, though I keep this for my children. I am trying to sell them the world. Any decent realtor walking you through a real shithole chirps on about good bones. This place could be beautiful, right? You could make this place beautiful.
Wow.
So with every bad thing, there is a good thing.
Yeah, that's good. I haven't heard that poem before.
Me neither. Glennon Doyle.
Can you email that to me? Because I like that a lot.
We'll put that in the show notes as well, along with a picture of our magical unicorn and raccoon.
You got to do. Well, that should be the photo for this week.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That will bring hope.
Yeah.
And magical funness.
Bad poems. That got me.
Yeah, me too.
I know that.
But I'm not going to keep that from my children.
No, you don't.
To a degree, yes, I will keep certain things from them until they're of age, and then I'll tell them all the horrible things of this world. But you can't tell all the horrible things of this world without saying and showing the good things, the great things, the magical things.
Well, it's kind of like The Weight of Lies, right?
Yeah.
It's a very similar thing. Yeah.
Exactly. For every Snoopy, there's going to be a unicorn.
Yeah, so stop cropping out the sadness.
Leave in the sadness. The sadness is what makes the happy great.
Yep. It's a balance. That was a gorgeous poem. I really thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Love that poem like a lot. But I don't love that poem as much as I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
The Lou and Me podcast is a Matthias production. The song is No Carpets by the New Forevers. Produced and edited by Moose. Hosted by Lou and me.
Thanks for listening.